Hey guys, it's Gwendolyn, and as you can tell by the title, I'm pregnant. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but I was too busy, getting pregnant. Yeah, I'm 6 months pregnant. You guys probably already know from TikTok, but if you didn't know, if you don't follow me on TikTok, I'm pregnant with a little baby girl. This video is basically just gonna be like a little story time about being 19 and pregnant, how I found out, what I feel about it, just little stuff like that. So if you want to see that, keep on watching. So basically, let's start with the fact that my boyfriend, he's in the Marines, and he was gone for like 6 months. He was gone, I was over here, I was getting lonely. But then around like, I think it was June or July, he came back after 6 months. So we started getting busy, and we weren't really being safe and sound. We weren't really being smart about it, so that's kind of our fault. But we got pregnant, and I basically knew right away I was pregnant because I would tell him, I would be like, Carlos, like, stop being dumb, like, you can't keep using or not using protection. And I just kept telling him, I was like, Carlos, seriously? And he was like, you're fine, you're not gonna get pregnant, And I was like, okay, whatever. I trusted him. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna get pregnant. A couple months went by, and I was kind of like, Carlos, I think I might be pregnant just because we weren't being safe. Not because I felt sick or anything, just because we weren't being safe. And so I told him, I was like, I think I might be pregnant, so we should take a pregnancy test. We did take one, but I think it was early on into my pregnancy, so I couldn't have like detected it, so it came out negative, and me and Carlos were like, phew. We were like, okay, that's good, then we're not pregnant. And we just kept living life, and then I was starting to get sick. I started feeling nauseous, I started feeling super dizzy, I just started feeling, the pregnancy symptoms. I knew right away. I was like, fuck, I'm pregnant. I was getting hella car sick, and usually like I don't get car sick like that. So I was like, bro, Carlos, I am actually pregnant this time. He was like, no, we already took a pregnancy test, you're not pregnant. And then I was like, no, I am pregnant, you just don't know it yet. So we just kept like, we lived like that for like maybe like 3 weeks. I kept telling him, I was like, I'm pregnant. He said, you're not. And so I just ignored it. I was like, okay, whatever, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just tripping. Until one day I was hanging out with my little besties, fake friends now. I was hanging out with my friends, and we were like, let's prank Carlos and tell him you're pregnant. And I was like, you're smart. And so we pranked him. I sent him little pregnancy tests from Google, and he was like, oh my god, Wendy, no, wait, sorry. He was like, oh my god, Wendy, no way, you're pregnant, oh my god, I'm so happy, let me tell my friends, oh my god. And then I was like, just kidding, you got pranked. And he was like, that's not funny. It's like, whatever, we actually need to take a test, like, that was a joke, but we need to take a test, and you need to buy me one tomorrow. Sorry guys, pregnancy brain. I just told him to buy me one, and so the next day he bought me one, and we took it, and he kept saying, he was like, you're not pregnant, like, you're just tripping, you're not pregnant. Well, I took it, I put it on the little counter, whatever, sink thing. I just looked at it because I was like, oh, it's barely been like 2 seconds, I just want to see it. 2 seconds later, I looked at it, and that shit was positive, and I was like, Carlos. I was like, what the fuck? I could not tell you how I felt because everything just felt hella fake. I did not know what was going on. I was shocked, and just everything hit, like, it didn't hit me, but like, everything was just, I didn't believe it. And Carlos kept laughing, and he was like, oh my god, you're pregnant, and I was like, it's not funny, stop laughing. And I was like hella shocked. I was just like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. And like, all I could think about like was just how there's like a little baby inside of me. That's all I thought about it. And I started like feeling like hella weird. I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. So yeah, we found out we were pregnant, and I just kept asking him. I was like, what are we gonna do? He didn't really help me out. Like, I was hella stressing, and he didn't tell me like, oh, everything's gonna be okay. He was just like, he wasn't really there for me like how I wanted him to be, but it's okay, whatever, it's okay. And so he kept asking me, he was like, oh, who are we gonna tell? Like, do you want to tell anyone? Who are we gonna tell? And I was just like, no, I just want to wait to see, just to know what it's like being pregnant, or like mentally prepare myself to tell people, like tell my mom, tell my sisters, whatever. I just wanted to prepare myself. we didn't tell anyone, but then the next day my sister sent me a picture of the trash can with the little wrapper of the pregnancy test, and I knew right then and there my life was over. She was like, who's pregnant? And I was like, oopsies. So I had to tell her. I had to tell both my twin sister and my sister that I was pregnant. After that, we kept it for a secret for like a month. My sisters kept telling me like, you have to tell someone, like you have to tell someone. But me and Carlos, we did not want to tell anyone. We just wanted to keep it a secret. So we kept it a secret for like another 2 months. So by then I was 3 months pregnant. I started feeling super, like I was hella sick, guys. So I just didn't know what to do. He was just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to make you feel better. I don't know what you should take. So we're like, okay, we're gonna tell our parents. We prepared a little box. I'm gonna show a little picture right here to tell his parents. But we didn't use the box to tell my parents because I felt like my mom was gonna be like, girl, did you plan this shit? And so for his parents, we just showed them the box and they were like, oh my god, you're pregnant. And they didn't really get mad because they got pregnant like at 15 with Carlos. So they didn't, you know, they were just happy. They were like, oh my god, like you're pregnant, oh my god, oh my god. They weren't mad, but then we had to tell my mom. And that was the scariest part because my mom, we knew she was gonna get mad. So finally we had to tell my mommy. We didn't want to give her the box, so we just told her straight up. We were like, she's pregnant. Carlos told my mom, she's pregnant. And I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant, girl. Got knocked up. Sorry. And my mom, guys, she got hella mad. She started yelling at me. She was like, what the fuck are you gonna, like, she didn't say that. She was like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna work? Is Carlos gonna work? Where are you guys gonna live? And I started crying because it wasn't like that she was being mean. It was just like I was hella sensitive, and so I just started bawling my eyes out. I was like, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She was still like, she didn't even care that I was crying. She was just like, bah, 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 bah. And I was like, okay then. And I left to my room. I fell asleep, and in the morning when she went to work, she came up to me and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry, but you're just my little girl, you know, like you're my little baby and you're pregnant, like I'm sorry. And yeah, so she was basically just mad at me for the night, but she got mad at me. I did end up telling my stepdad, but you know, even if he did get mad, I wouldn't really care because he's my stepdad, you know. But he didn't get too mad. He was just like, oh, you're young, you know. And then my real dad, he was just excited, you know, because I'm the closest one to him. I'm closer than my other brothers and sisters. So he was just excited that I'm pregnant, you know, because I'm gonna take my baby over to his house. My baby daddy's here.
Just give me a kiss. I love you.
I love you too. That's basically the story of telling his parents and my parents. And you know, with everyone else, like I told my best friend, I told her I was pregnant the second I found out, and I shouldn't have done that, but you know, I told her. If you want a story time on that, comment down below. That's basically the only person I told because I trusted her, so I was like, okay, let me just tell her. And I kept it a secret from like everyone from high school and shit for like probably 4 or 5 months. And people started finding out because I think she told everyone. So people started texting me like, oh my god, you're pregnant. And yeah, and I had to post it. I was like, whatever, people already know, like I'm just gonna post it. I posted it, and I feel like a lot of people like were talking shit, but it's okay. Yeah, that's basically the story of me finding out, me telling everyone. But I did ask you guys on Instagram to ask me a few questions about like being pregnant, or you know, just questions about everything in general. And so I'm gonna answer a few questions right now. The first question is, has it hit you that you're pregnant? And honestly, no. And that's like the worst thing ever, because I'm like, girl, it should have hit me already. I should have already been prepared. I should, you know, be prepared. But I'm not, and it has not hit me. Like, I think about it here and there, but then I'm just like, no, I don't want to think about it, because then I overthink it, you know? So I try not thinking about it, but that's probably the worst thing I can do. It's okay though. Next question is, what are some pros and cons about being pregnant? Number one pro is probably that just everyone, you know, babies you. Everyone's like, oh my god, do you want this? Are you craving this? And sometimes I'd be lying. I don't even be craving shit. I just say, oh, I want Taco Bell. The baby's craving Taco Bell. That's basically the number one pro, is just everyone is just after you, you know? So thank you. And the number one con is just feeling sick all the time. Like, The first trimester I feel sick 24/7, and right now I feel sick here and there, but I think it's starting to like catch up on me, because people say your third trimester everything kind of comes back, so I'm not looking forward to that. Next question is, what baby names do you have in mind? Honestly, I have a lot of baby names, but the top two are Genesis and Valentina. So I'm not too sure which one I'm gonna name her, but that's the top two. A lot of you guys were asking me if me and Carlos are gonna move out of my parents' house, and honestly, I don't think so. I think we're just gonna stay here until we have money, you know. But yeah, we're not planning on moving out anytime soon. If we do move out, it's probably because we're moving to his parents' house, but we're not moving out. Okay, another question is, how many weeks are you? I am, let me check, guys. I am 24 weeks. That is 6 months, and she's the size of a popcorn. What the fuck? She's the size of a ear of corn. I don't know what that is, but it's a little corn. I am gonna turn 25 weeks tomorrow, so I'm literally 15 weeks away from stretching my vagina, but whatever. Okay, and then this girl asked if I'll be uploading a labor and delivery video, and I think I am. I think I'm gonna do a TikTok, like little vlog, and a YouTube vlog. So if you wanna see that, subscribe and follow my TikTok. And you guys always ask on the TikTok lives if I'm gonna be showing my baby girl, and I am. I'm not planning to like keep it a secret unless some weird shit happens, but for the most part, I'm gonna be showing her. Another question, are you scared or nervous to give birth? And like I said earlier, I don't really think about it. I don't like thinking about it because then I get scared. But the one time I did think about it, I got super scared, guys. I'm so scared to give birth. I don't even like thinking about it, but I'm just gonna have to stretch my vagina. Who knows how many inches? I don't know if I'm gonna rip. I don't know how anything's gonna go. I don't know how bad it's gonna hurt, so I'm just super scared, guys. Please comment down below tips, because I am literally shaking because I'm so scared. I do not want to think about that right now. Somebody asked how I got pregnant. Sorry, I can't tell you how babies are made yet. Okay, there's a hella questions, guys. I don't want to turn this into a Q&A, but I'm gonna answer a few more. Do you want more kids in the future? I do not think so. I think I'm one and done. After like experiencing pregnancy, I do not want to go through this again. Even if after I meet her, like even if it's like the best thing ever, I think the pregnancy overpowers everything else, because that shit, the first trimester was horrible, and I do not want to go through that ever again. So guys, that's basically all the questions that I didn't answer in the little story time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed so much. I just can't think right now. Like during the story time, I hella was like lagging. I could not think straight. But yeah, it's just pregnancy brain. Hopefully it's not too confusing. The story time makes sense. Hopefully I answered the questions good as well. But that's basically it for today's video. I know it's crazy. I'm pregnant, 6 months pregnant. I'm literally like 3 months away from giving birth. But it's just so crazy, guys. Thank you guys for watching and actually caring about me and my baby and asking us questions and watching our lives and just everything. I love you guys so much. If you want to see like more of me, because I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be consistent with YouTube, I post on TikTok a lot and I go live on TikTok a lot. So if you want to go see me live, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram, follow everything. So guys, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry if I'm just being dumb right now. It's because my brain is just everywhere. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for everything. I love you so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video.